Hey there guys, and it's time for the Star Wars Racer Revenge finale. I originally intended to do this tomorrow, but I had some time left after doing Racer Revenge, XD, God of War, and Infamous. So I thought, why the hell not do it today, and then in that case I can start the 2 new LPs tomorrow! Hooray! Since I know you're probably gonna like the 2 new games I've picked for the next 2 LPs, because they're quite popular and they're Nintendo games, and everyone likes Nintendo games, so I'm sure they'll get more viewers than, say, this LP.
You can almost hear the sounds of bloody battles once fought out here on the Field of Legend. Very soon, this field will echo with the clash of combat once again. Our racers will be battling it out as they work their way up the Fortress Mountain toward the Citadel. This massive fortress, dominated by the deadly planetary defense gun, has long been the symbol of the Gamorrean strength and power. And as the pinnacle of the race, it's a fitting symbol for the force and fury of our competing pod racers.
Okay, we're back on Gamorre with what is, in my opinion, one of the trickier racetracks in this game. Because this one requires some tight cornering and might prove a bit difficult, depending on your vehicle and how much money you spend on improving its turning capabilities. And it doesn't really help that Scorch Sanales is the track favorite here, and he's one of the toughest opponents to take down, so you'll usually find yourself struggling with him the entire freaking race. But it would seem that I'm in first already with Mars Guo hot on my tail. But yeah, so far so you better take this shortcut because it can shave seconds. Suddenly, like, okay, I was 5 seconds in the lead for some reason there. I was like, see, here's where the tight cornering starts being a problem. And Anakin's racecraft is not doing so well in the turning department, which means you'll most likely have to use the little drifting turn thingy. But that kind of like lowers your speed, so that you probably do not want to use that much. But then again, crashing into walls also lowers your speed. So yeah, take your pick. Ah, how did I get caught on that? Freaking invisible walls. Anyways, this track also has plenty of split paths, and then there's just this big ass field where you can pretty much go wherever the hell you want. Then go through the cave with torches and smoke. And we barely miss slamming into the gate head first. Yes, the pig people pulled it up just in time. Or Justin Bieber. Yeah, I made a Justin Bieber joke. Deal with it. I hate him just as much as you do. Frickin' Canadian. What's that all about anyway? Now let's take the shortcut again. And suddenly we're 5 seconds in the lead again. Until someone apparently also takes that shortcut because of the AI tends to know about them as well. Now let's see if I do the cornering better this time around. And where the hell's my opposition? I pretty much haven't seen anyone since the start of the race. Although I can see on the little radar in the top right, or the mini-map, in some of the bends I can see they're right... they're like a short distance behind me, but not short enough to appear in my little rear view indicator in the bottom left. So yeah, we'll go the other way through the jungle this time. And apparently... oh crap, now it's gonna be a hairpin turn. Ah, there we go. Freaking Scorch Sanales wants to tango. And there we go, we lost him again. Kind of. Now there's 2 guys on my tail. But I'm losing them already. Guess I'm just flat out faster than they are. Oh well, sucks to be them. Screw what I said about this track being tricky. It's actually pretty damn easy. Yeah, I would not advise going over the water there, because that kind of slows you down, because it's a wider turn. So don't do that. And still don't forget to take this shortcut, because it will prove vital if you want to win this. Because the AI does tend to take that shortcut, and if you don't know about it, you're kind of screwed. But then again, I don't really see how you could miss that, because it's pretty much... If you go straight ahead, you'll pretty much take that. Only if you go left, you'll take the long way around. But yeah, Scorch Janales decides to show up again for some trading paint. And yeah, now he just wisely decides to stay back and stay the hell out of my way. Okay, that was a nice turn. Have to say that. Ah, crap. Do not hit the walls. Oh, why do I keep getting stuck there? I hate those invisible walls. Whoa. Oh crap, I'm second again. No way, Sanales. I'm the one taking first. Because I need the money. Although it does kind of suck that I didn't KO anyone, so I won't be getting more money. Oh well, there's always next race. So, first place, new record for best laps. Maybe that'll get me something. Man, Sebulba's in last place. He's really lost his touch, man. Kind of screwing up. Oh well, let's see what Watto's doing. Okay, third place in the fastest 3 laps, whatever. Whoa, that's one ugly ass alien. Looks like he crashed his face against the ground a few too many times. Maybe that's why he looks so malformed. Well, Watto, time for some upgrades. Acceleration, top speed, and handling are what I will take today. The pit droids. What the hell? The pit droid's chasing another one with a freaking flamethrower. Oh man, Watto, you might want to pay a bit more attention to what's happening in your workshop. Because it seems your droids are waging war on each other. Anyways, up next, the Nightlands on Ryloth. You know, in part 3 we've had the Brightlands, where they said, like Ryloth, it's divided into 2 parts, day and night. They're both eternal. We've had the day side of the planet, now we're going to the night side of the planet. Which I assume is going to be pitch black. Track favorites, Ciddic Rantojo. He's one of the coolest pilots in my opinion. He looks really, really cool. Just wait and see till we unlock him. That's why he looks really cool. Now, onto the track introduction.
It's cold out here in the Nightlands, and out beyond the stadium lights you can see it's just blacker than a Rancor's heart. But out there, beyond these canyon walls, it's almost another world entirely. No lighting necessary out here, as our racers will be guided by the glow of this bizarre plant life. This canyon path is just choked with natural obstacles, though. Our racers will need some quick reflexes to get through here. And then it's out to the wastelands, coming up to this system of caverns and grottos, and then down this dense slope to the finish line. It may be dark out, but this'll be one blazing race.
Wow, the track actually looks pretty nice with all the glowing plant life and mushrooms and whatnot. Makes me reminds me of some game I've played, but I can't really remember what it is now. Oh well, let's race. Come on, Mars Guo, get out of the way. Want to get to first place. I'm getting sandwiched in between these guys. You know what? Also noticed. Also did not slip my mind. Apparently there's no like female pilots. Although technically speaking they're aliens, so it's kinda hard to tell anyways. But none of them look very feminine to me. But then again, what would a feminine alien look like? And this little tiny little shortcut to the left might prove helpful because it's quite a bit shorter than the long way around. But because the entrance is so tiny, you might miss it. That's what she said. Had to do that one. Perfect opportunity. And still no opponents behind me. And if you like look at the floor, You can really see like, how fast I'm going. I mean, the floor is just going by like crazy. I mean, considering how long would it, like a pod racing racetrack have to be?
At the end of lap 1,
Let's say, okay, and here's another math exercise for you. I did the first lap in like 1 minute 26 seconds at, let's say, an average of 550 miles an hour. How long would the track be if I completed a lap in 1 minute 26 seconds at 550 miles an hour? You do the math, because I can't do it because I suck at math. I totally expect one of you guys to come up with that one. I mean, you figured out like the distance between me and one of my opponents in one of the previous parts, so I'm sure you can solve that one as well. Gotta keep my subscribers intelligent, you know. Because I don't like it if all my subscribers are just mindless drones who do nothing but post first comments on every freaking video I make. I mean, the only person allowed to post first comments on one of my videos is myself. And maybe Prince Boo 21 because he's such a cool guy. But most definitely nobody else. Anyways, still in first place, Gran Tojo tries to annoy me. And he's falling behind already. There we go, he's off the rear view radar.
Anakin Skywalker.
And we're on the final lap. This track... Oh, was that a shortcut? I just thought I was going to crash into the wall there. Hi, where did he come from? Does he have like a cloaking system on his pod racer? Yeah, that's also a little thing I missed. Like in the N64 game, you had like Sebulba had a flamethrower. Like if you pressed R 2 times, I think it was, you like activate the flamethrower and you could burn opponents that were right next to you. And they had to have to repair their engines and slow them down. Like that was awesome. Like, but they don't have that in this game. That's kind of a bummer. I mean, that would be pretty cool. Like just flying next to another guy and like, hey, I have flamethrower. Bam, set him on fire and then force him to repair himself and slow down while you speed away victoriously. But no, apparently Sebulba's playing it fair in this game. Which is not really what you'd expect from the character if you've seen the movie. Where he freaking sabotages other people's racers before the race and he throws wreckage into the racer, an opponent's racer, if they're flying right behind them. You know, clog up the turbines on the engine. But anyways, we win the race. Didn't really see any opposition apart from Gran Tojo sometimes. Again, no KOs, so again, not much money. But I do get a best lap record. So let's see which... third place, that kinda sucks. Oh well. And there he is, Gran Tojo. Does he not look awesome? He's like an Oma star with freaking skinny legs and arms. Like, that's pretty cool. He's like one of the coolest aliens they've come up with for sure. I don't have enough money to repair everything. See, the repairs are getting more expensive, but I'm not getting more money. So that kinda sucks. Anyways, final race. Boonta Eve Classic on Tatooine. I mean, come on, you were expecting this. It's the big race from the movie, and it's also apparently the final race in the N64 game. I wouldn't know because I never really got that far. Like, I got up until the jungle track where Anakin Skywalker is the track favorite, and then I didn't play it anymore because I couldn't finish in the top 3 in that track because it was way too damn hard. But anyways, on to the track introduction.
It's Boonta Eve, and the energy is just enormous here at Mos Espa Arena for the final race of the Galactic Pod Racing Tournament. Another fierce season of pod racing all comes to one last showdown with tonight's race. Only one racer will walk away with the championship trophy. And as expected, this year's course is extremely difficult and deadly. Everything you've come to expect from Boonta Eve and more.
Well, to be quite honest, I don't really think this track's all that hard. I mean, it's kinda It does look like the movie, like a track in the movie for quite some parts, but I think it's kind of simple actually. Just speed off, cut them off from the left side. And this is it. Part of this track is kind of like the previous Tatooine track, the Badlands in reverse. I mean, the passageway we just went through with the ledge above the upper and lower thingies, and that's like the final stretch of the Badlands track. And yeah, now we're up in the canyons. Here's like little watchtowers where I guess some people in the audience are sitting in. Nothing beats box seats. Here's a little service ramp from the movie where Anakin like flies out of control. So yeah, it's kind of faithful to the movie in some aspects. Here's a little valley with all the rock arches. Might be difficult if your racer does not steer so well, but mine does sorta well, so I'll be fine. Here's a little cave track with all the spiked walls from the movie. And then there's the cave, which is kind of much lighter, much more visibility than in the movie. Here's a little track with all the Tusken Raiders shooting, except there was no sandcrawler in the movie. Screw you, Jawas, you don't stick to the rules. And then there's some real tight cornering in these canyon turns, which are kind of difficult. Like, screw the turns on the Gamorrean Citadel. This track has the hardest turning in the game. Especially this one. That's just brutal. But somehow I still managed to retain a lead of 5 freaking seconds. And growing. I mean, man, what the hell are these opponents doing? I have a freaking 9-second lead. That's like the biggest lead I've had in the entire LP, and this is supposed to be the final race. Like, where's the bloody challenge? Also, on this being the final race, that also kind of disappoints me about this game. The original N64 game had like 3 championships of 7 tracks each, and like 4 bonus tracks. So that's 25. This game has 2 championships of 4 tracks and 1 of 5, so that's 13. So the N64 game had almost twice as many racetracks as this game. And considering this is a PS2 game, you'd think they'd have put, or be able to put more tracks into this. But apparently not. Guess they didn't put in that much effort on this one anyway. Or after all. And yeah, I'm still 11 seconds in the lead, so I must be quite some, like 2 miles ahead of them or something. If I remember a little mathematical thingy you posted in one of the previous parts. Well, yeah. We haven't seen an opponent since the freaking start, and considering we're still almost 10 seconds in the lead, we're not likely to see any opponents. So yeah, you can forget about seeing Sebulba trying to have his vengeance on Anakin, because that's not going to happen in this race, because Anakin's just too good. Apparently, thanks to all that Jedi training, he's even better than he was when he was a kid. But one thing this Anakin has in common with young Anakin is that they were both portrayed by horrible actors in the movies. I mean, come on, if The Phantom Menace sucked, it's mainly because of 2 things. Jar Jar Binks and Jake Lloyd's acting. I mean, it still gives me shivers every time I watch that movie. And Hayden Christensen really wasn't that much better. I mean, why couldn't they have gotten freaking Johnny Depp to play Anakin in the prequel trilogy? That would be awesome. I mean, Johnny Depp's like one of my favorite actors of all time, because his portrayal of Jack Sparrow was just simply genius. Oh well, final lap. I'm 21, 22, 23 seconds in the lead. How the hell is that possible? How badly must these opponents suck if I'm 20 seconds in the lead? It's just ridiculous. But anyways, let's just focus on completing this final stretch of the final lap, whilst trying to maintain our humongous lead. Which really should not be all that hard. I mean, unless I get like stuck on somewhere and the game starts glitching up, I got this one in the bag. And woo, I completed that series of turns without hitting the wall. I'm so pro at this. Okay, final stretch to the finish. Just boost like crazy. Don't care if my engines are on fire. There we go. We won. We're the pod racing champion. And Sebulba, even though he's a track favorite, finished in 7th place. What a humiliation. Oh well. And we got 2nd place in best race and 3rd place in best race 3 laps. So that's not bad at all, considering I've been speeding like crazy the entire race, all despite hitting the walls on multiple occasions. But now it's time for the championship ceremony.
We're broadcasting live from the forbidden recesses of Jabba's palace, where the new tournament champion has been invited. We don't know quite what to expect. Jabba is notoriously fickle, and he's just seen some of his favorite drivers humiliated by the champ.
Oh yeah, humiliate them I did alright, especially in that last race. And it seems Jabba's amassed quite a crowd for me today. Ah, that's the fat old slug we all know and love. And he's getting some major tongue action. The girls all like it when Jabba does that. Now, let's see what he has to say. Bring him to me. Alright, here we come. It's Anakin Skywalker. Many have died there. It's a trap! Get out of there! Well, at least they tried to recreate Hayden Christensen's face. Doesn't look that great, but still. Alright, he yanks the lever. And yeah, pretty much every pilot will then flinch back because they think they're like being thrown into the Rancor pit, but he just pulls up the trophy. And is it me or is that sidekick of his pretty freaking giant? I mean, I recall seeing it in him in episode 6 where it was about about as big as Luke Skywalker, and now he's like 3 feet taller than freaking Anakin, so yeah, what's the deal there? But we have the trophy!
It's official! Galactic Pod Racing has a new champion! Remember, keep your goggles on and your engines too! I'm Dax Gasaway. So long, until next time!
Unfortunately, there will not be a next time, because this is the final pod racing game ever made. I mean, I don't think it's very likely that they'll ever be making another one. Even though one would work on the Wii pretty well. I mean, there's also a Star Wars Racer arcade game, which has like an arcade booth shaped like the control thingy of Anakin's pod racer. And it pretty much has like 2 levers, which kind of like how Anakin controls his racer in the movie. Like you push the left one forward to accelerate with the left engine and the right one to accelerate with the right engine. And you just steer by accelerating with one of the 2 and just go forward by accelerating both of them. I think that would work pretty well on the Wii or with like the PlayStation Move or anything. Not with Kinect, because Kinect sucks my balls. Anyways, the credits. Testers. Yeah, 6 people are probably enough to test this game. Music composition and editing. John Williams, he's a music genius. The cast. Nick Jameson. Jake Lloyd. Scott Lawrence did Darth Vader and Anakin Skywalker. Oh, Darth Maul's also in this game apparently. Bob Bergen. Roger L. Jackson. Could he be related to Samuel L. Jackson? I hope so. Samuel L. Jackson's awesome. Oh well, apparently they made this game with quite few people. Hey, why is George Lucas not in the special thanks? No, he's in the very special thanks. Should have figured there's always a very special thanks. So there we go, Racer Revenge is over. Hope you enjoyed it. Oh, not over yet. We've unlocked Sebulba, of course. Yeah, the cheating bastard. We've unlocked the planet's art gallery. Well, oh, we got a final shot at upgrading our racer. Even though we don't even have enough money to max out everything. Because we didn't really meet the KO par in each track. But oh well. Completed the tournament. So that's pretty nice. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it. That's all for Star Wars Racer Revenge. Tomorrow, 2 new LPs, so see you guys then. Bye-bye.